Blithering Broomsticks, it's me, Korky Paul, the illustrator of Winnie and Wilbur. And today I'm going to read you a book about Winnie and Wilbur. There are a lot of Winnie and Wilbur books, but my favorite is Winnie the Witch. Now, when I read this book to you, I want you to help me, okay? We all know that Winnie wants to make magic. She picks up her magic wand and she counts to 3. Let's see if you can do it together. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra! Excellent. Okay, Winnie the Witch lived in a black house in the forest. The house was black on the outside and black on the inside. The carpets were black, the chairs were black, the bed was black, the sheets were black, and the blankets were black. Even the bath was black. Winnie lived in her black house with her cat Wilbur, and he was black too. And that, boys and girls, is how the trouble began. Because when Wilbur sat on a chair with his eyes open, Winnie could see him. Well, she could see his eyes anyway. But when Wilbur closed his eyes, shh, and went to sleep, could Winnie see him? No, so she sat on him. And what noise did Wilbur make? He went, meow! Now, when Wilbur sat on the carpet with his eyes open, Winnie could see him. Well, she could see his eyes anyway, because what colour are his eyes? They're green. But when Wilbur closed his eyes, shh, and went to sleep, could Winnie see him? No, and so she tripped over him. And what noise did Wilbur make? He went, meow! Now, one day, after a nasty fall, Winnie decided something had to be done. She picked up her magic wand. She waved it 3 times. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra! What happened to Wilbur? He was bright green. Now when Wilbur sat on a chair, Winnie could see him. And when Wilbur slept on the floor, Winnie could see him. And she could see him when he slept on the bed. Uh-oh. Was Wilbur allowed to sleep on the bed? No, he was not allowed to sleep on the bed. So where did Winnie put him? She put him outside in the grass. Winnie couldn't see him even when his eyes were open, because what colour is Wilbur? He's green. What colour is his eyes? Green. And what colour is the grass? Green. So when Winnie came hurrying outside, she tripped over Wilbur, did 3 somersaults, and landed in the rose bush. Was Winnie happy? No, she was furious. She picked up her magic wand, but this time she didn't count to 3, she counted to 5. Shall we go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Abracadabra! What happened? Now Wilbur had a red head, a yellow body, 4 purple legs, a pink tail, but his blue whiskers, but his eyes were still green. Now when he can see Wilbur when he sits on a chair, when he crawls through the grass, and when he climbs up to the top of the tallest tree. Was Wilbur happy at the top of the tallest tree? No, Wilbur climbed to the top of the tallest tree to hide because he felt ridiculous and he knew it. Everybody was laughing at him, even the birds. Oh, Wilbur was miserable. He stayed at the top of the tree all day and all night. Next morning, Wilbur was still up the tree. Winnie was worried. She loved Wilbur, and she hated him to be miserable. So, what did Winnie do? She picked up her magic wand, counted to 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra! And what happened? Wilbur came down from the tree purring, and he was black again. And then Winnie picked up a magic wand and she waved it again and again and again, and she shouted, "Abracadabra!" And what happened this time? Now instead of a black house, she had a yellow house with a red roof and a red door. The chairs were white with red and white cushions, and the carpet was green with pink roses. The bed was blue with pink and white sheets and a pink blanket, and the bath was a gleaming white. And now, boys and girls, Winnie can see Wilbur no matter where he sits. Should we do one more abracadabra before we go? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra! So it's goodbye from Winnie, whoop, and it's goodbye from Wilbur, and it's goodbye from me. Bye!